What's good? Welcome back to the channel, guys. In today's video, we're going to be covering this attack from my man Smacks in Zika Down. This is a Root Rider Valkyrie smash attack, but we're using some different options. He is using the Angry Jelly, the new pet, on the Barbarian King so that he could do some king dives to help funnel some of this base. We also got a recall spell in there, and you're going to see him use that in different variations, like a queen charge, quick queen charge where he can recall, and even some very smart plays. We're going to use the recall as soon as that town hall explodes, pull the troops out of that area and put them somewhere else. That way they're not in the town hall poison. The link to the army will be in the description below as always. Let's get right into the action. Alright, so on this first base, we have this double invisibility spell tower base, and then we have these open compartments over here with no spell towers, double heroes, got the Eagle Artillery, and Monolith. So you're going to see Smacks use the Barbarian King with this Angry Jelly pet over here. Going to use a skeleton spell as well to support on that. Even freeze down, and then we're just going to immediately pop that King's Gauntlet while that Angry Jelly effect is still in duration. And look at this. We're destroying an entire portion of the base that is a very heavy hitting portion of the base damage wise, so that's going to be huge for our army. We're going to start that Archer Queen down here at 6 o'clock with the healers. That way the Queen can start the little bit of a funnel, and then we're going to have this main army come in right next to her as well. Not going to follow that super wall breaker at all, but that doesn't really matter. Gonna have the log launcher come in now, and the Angry Jelly actually targeted a builder hut up there, which was super clutch. Invisibility spell tower is gonna go off after that, and then we're not gonna have to worry about that once the main army gets up there. Second invisibility spell tower goes off due to that invisibility, or due to the log launcher. We're gonna use an invisibility spell to make that elixir storage and army camp invisible. Then that ward ability is going to come off with that Eternal Tome Fireball, and that just destroys that portion of the base. Absolutely destroys the eagle and everything over there. And then now you're going to see us push up through the Town Hall compartment with a Rage spell, and we're going to take that Town Hall down with the main army and the Queen, and then you're going to see the Recall spell. So we use the Recall spell through that poison, pull up as many troops as we can, and then we're going to drop that recall spell directly north at 12 o'clock. That way these troops could just work down through, which there was no defensive buildings left at that point, so I don't even know if he needed to do that. But hey, it's kind of a cool thing that honestly I've never even thought about, using the recall spell through the Town Hall poison and through a bunch of heavy hitting defenses. You know, if you got a double spell tower poison and a Town Hall poison, you could recall your army out and move them elsewhere. It's kind of a cool little thing that you could do to save some of your troops. But that base was just absolutely picked apart. The King dive is insane. The fireball destroyed part of the base as well, but definitely a great showcase of skill by Smacks on that one. All right, on this second attack, we have this diamond style base, and while I'm thinking about it, Smacks is using this attack up in high level Legends League, up in that 5800 trophy range. Got trolled by a Tesla out there with the Angry Jelly. That was actually a little bit unfortunate. Gonna lose some of that duration of the ability, and oh, we're gonna use the invisibility spell tower there, and then we're gonna freeze down, pop that King's Gauntlet, Rage Vial, and we're gonna pick up some great value in there with the Monolith Ricochet Cannon, and even part of that Eagle Artillery as well. We actually are gonna get the entire Eagle at the very end of that King's Gauntlet, which is gonna be huge. And it looks like we might have a Yeti Bomb coming in as well. So we're gonna pop a Rage with that Yeti Bomb. Queen Charge is coming in also. We're gonna pick apart this base before we even get into the base with our main army here. I mean, that is, look how much is already gone. It's absolutely crazy. It's not even an L shape, it's just a straight shot across the base. We're gonna recall the healers and put them directly behind the main army, and then the Queen's gonna be with them as well. But we wanted the healers to be on those Root Riders ASAP. Got the Valkyries down with the main army as well. They're gonna walk on the outside a little bit, and then you're gonna see the enemy Queen go down here in a second. Royal Champion is still yet to be deployed. We're going to deploy her down at 6 o'clock with a baby dragon also Warden ability is being saved for as we get closer to that town hall. And we're going to use a freeze, or obviously a poison on the enemy CC. Fireball Eternal Tome's going to come through and destroy some of those surrounding buildings. Do a little bit of damage to the town hall. Do some damage to that expo as well. And protect everything with that Eternal Tome. And the RC is pushing through also Haste Vial and Hog Rider Puppet. Eternal Tome Fireball, Frozen Arrow, and Invisibility Vial. And then obviously the King's Gauntlet with the Rage Vial. That's kind of just a staple. I feel like the two on the King are pretty staple. The Queen ones are obviously, I feel like staples at this point, especially if you're using spam. I do like the Haste Vial and the Hog Rider Puppet. If my Hog Riders were maxed out, I would definitely be using that. And then the Fireball, Smacks has that maxed out, and I think the Fireball maxed out is very strong. All right, on this next base, we have a box style base here, and we're actually going to start with the Archer Queen down here at 6 o'clock with the healers and a Coco Loon. Going to have that Angry Jelly King going directly into a Ricochet Cannon compartment, and see if we can open up that area where the Archer Queen is as well. And we're going to pop a Invisibility Spell Tower, or Invisibility Spell, that way the Queen walks up into this compartment. And then we're going to use a Yeti Bomb to pull that enemy CC and take out the Monolith and everything else in this compartment as well. King's Gauntlet is doing some work over here, just destroying buildings. The King's Gauntlet Rage Vial combination just so crazy. But look at this base. It's already absolutely shredded. We're going to recall the Queen with the healers and deploy her back with the main army. Going to use a Baby Dragon, some Valkyries to clean up a little bit. We're actually going to drop the main army directly outside this Eagle Artillery area and just push up through the base like this, which I actually kind of like doing that. I don't know if one of the sides would have been a better option, to be honest. I like kind of just pushing straight through it. Your army's going to split a little bit as you get closer. You got that Fireball in your back pocket with the Eternal Tome on the Grand Warden also. So you can pretty much use that whenever you see fit. You got 4 expos up there. We're going to drop that Fireball and pick up some great value in there. I think the scatter shot went down right before that Fireball hit the ground, but we destroyed all the other defenses around it as well. And that's going to allow us to push up into this Town Hall compartment a little bit quicker. Use that Royal Champion on the other side. That way we could pick up the remaining defenses over there. And I have noticed Smacks is keeping that Royal Champion, obviously, because you never know where this main army might go. You want to keep that ace in the back pocket no matter what. That Royal Champion can take down the Town Hall for you if absolutely needed. And then you can obviously secure the 2-star if you need to do that. Main army is going to get stuck in the poison, unfortunately, and that's one sad part about taking out that Town Hall very late in the attack. You're going to get stuck in the poison a little bit, but we still got some heroes alive. Queen abilities going off. RC is still hanging on by a thread. We got some Valkyries going still, so we're going to be able to pick up this triple, but obviously another nice skill showcase with that Queen Charge on one side, King's Charge on the other side with the Angry Jelly, and that Yeti Bomb coming down the middle and taking out that Monolith. All right, on this last base, we're going to show a box style base, and this one is definitely one that we've seen kind of more often, more recently, so this one's definitely a good base to show. We're going to start that Barbarian King down at 6 o'clock, Queen at 9 o'clock over on the left side of the base. Going to be able to get that Angry Jelly, King's Gauntlet, Rage Vial going, and get up on into the base with these defenses very quickly and destroy some of these defenses very, very quickly. Queen is going to do a great job over here picking up the scatter shot and the enemy RC, which is going to be perfect. That's exactly what we want with that quick Queen Charge. Obviously, we have the recall spell, so we're going to take out the funneling value, take out the enemy RC, and then probably recall the Queen and get ready to drop the main army. Actually, wait for that poison spell tower, which is literally the most perfect timing. Now you're not going to have to deal with that with the main army, which is going to be great. Baby Dragon's going to come down to keep that funnel going. That way you don't have any Valkyries walk on the outside of the base. And now the funnel is set. There's no defenses to go run to. Like, you literally have to go directly down the middle with these Root Riders and Valkyries. So that's part of the reason why this is so strong, because you're able to set up these great funnels. And obviously you see us using another variation of siege machines. We are using the battle drill And I think Smax is bringing obviously extra siege machines. You get the extra one now with the new clan castle level, which is huge. It allows you to basically have 5 per army, and you get to use which ones you want to use. So it's actually great. I can't wait till mine is done upgrading. You saw there the Eternal Tome Fireball came off, and Fireball destroyed a lot of those defenses over there. And then the main army is going to push into that Town Hall compartment with the Monolith as well, and be able to pick up these defenses fairly quickly. Queen is going to stay out of the poison, which is fantastic. Actually turns towards that ricochet cannon, which is some great movement by the Queen there. We actually are using the Phoenix on the Queen since we got the Angry Jelly on the Barbarian King. Normal on the Warden. I think Diggy is kind of a staple for spam attacks, and then obviously the Spirit Fox on the Royal Champion, which is obviously a staple. You have to use Spirit Fox on the Royal Champion. I wouldn't ever use any other pet on the Royal Champion ever, to be honest. I just think that the Fox is just way too strong with that. Now you can do like a invisibility or RC walk with the Angry Jelly that I think would be pretty OP. But obviously the Angry Jelly only gets a certain amount of time with the ability. But you could use the Haste Vial with the Seeking Shield as well, deal some damage, get that speed with the Haste Vial, and then use the invisibility spells to push through and destroy defenses pretty quickly with the Royal Champion. That might actually be an option. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed the content as always. I appreciate you guys stopping in on an everyday basis and supporting the channel. Hope you guys enjoyed the video showcasing this Angry Jelly again with the new pet. And this is a King Dive specialty that you can use with the Barbarian King to really funnel your army and pick up some great value on some of these parts of the bases with the Barbarian King. Obviously that Rage Vial and King's Gauntlet is going to destroy some defenses extremely fast. It's super strong. We're gonna have Smack's links to his Twitch in the description below if you guys want to check him out. Don't be afraid to go check him out on Twitch. Smax is an insane attacker and is always creative and coming up with brand new ideas to 3-star bases in Legends League. We'll catch you next time.